Did you know that ultra-processed foods might not be good for you? Today we're going to react to a video that was sent through to me today by Brooke. Thank you very much for sending this through, Brooke. This is a CBS News report talking about how ultra-processed foods might not be healthy for you. Okay, let's watch.
Right now, scientists are sounding the alarm that a growing number of grocery store items are ultra-processed, and that leads to health concerns.
Really? And which scientists are raising alarms here? Okay, yes, ultra-processed foods are not good for you. Well done.
Researchers say ultra-processed foods, the high in fats, starches, sugars, and additives, now make up 73% of the US food supply, even though they are linked to health issues like diabetes, obesity, cancer, and depression.
Let me make this really easy for you. They aren't linked to, they are diabetes, high blood pressure, cancer, and everything else that you mentioned there. These ultra-processed foods are the worst thing that we could be consuming.
Scientists now say these foods should be regulated with tobacco-style warnings and advertising bans. Let's bring in Trish Carb.
It kind of swings from one extreme to the other. It's like, first, you know, we've got to respect everyone's choice, and everyone should be free to buy whatever they want. And then the next thing is, we need to clamp down on this, and it's got to have like warnings plastered all over it, and you know, no one under the age of 18 can buy it, and all this kind of thing. Interesting. Why not just educate people? This is poison, this isn't. Eat the non-poison. Good job. Full marks, Johnny.
She is the global lead for the food policy program at the public health organization Vital Strategies. Trish, explain to our viewers the difference between minimally processed, and ultra-processed foods as it relates to our health.
Oh, she's an Aussie. She's from my part of town.
Okay, so minimally processed foods are those foods that you would normally consider to be fresh foods, freely available, that you can make home-cooked meals with. Ultra-processed foods are products, not necessarily foods.
That's very good. Ultra-processed foods are products, not necessarily foods. Well said.
That you can't make in your home kitchen. They're things that are use edible ingredients that are pulled apart, put back together using industrial processing.
I like how she says edible ingredients. She's not saying food ingredients. She's not saying tasty ingredients. It's just edible ingredients. In other words, you can eat them, but you know, you can also eat a pencil eraser.
The end result is that they add to it a cocktail of additives, emulsifiers, colours, flavours, and the end result is something that's really hyper palatable. There's a texture that's attractive, and these products are, in the end, quite desirable and tasty.
You're making this sound like a dating app or something.
They're ready to eat, ready to heat, and unfortunately they are taking up way too much of a component of our diet because they lead to some serious health consequences.
Which types of foods that our viewers have in their fridge and pantries right now would you recommend they reconsider due to the health risks?
For 99% of the people, it would be 99% of the stuff that's in the fridge and in the pantry.
Look, a diet that's high in ultra-processed foods is an unhealthy diet.
Bingo.
So the products that consumers should be concerned about are those products that have got that are wrapped in packaging, often plastic, that have more than 5 ingredients. And that many of those ingredients are words that aren't familiar.
So hang on. they're wrapped in plastic and they've got more than 5 ingredients. That is everything in the supermarket in the middle. How many things can you find in the middle aisles, like not in the perimeter of the store, can you find with less than 5 ingredients? I would say that's probably 0. There's bottled water maybe. That's it.
Things like emulsifiers, or even chemicals that are referred to as numbers because they don't have real names. So the typical products might be crisps, packaged foods that are ready to heat, like lasagnas, those sorts of things.
Oh, God.
I have a feeling she's self-censoring here. She doesn't want to come out and she doesn't want to come right out and say Kellogg's cornflakes, anything by Kellogg's, Pop-Tarts, all that. It's all junk. Throw it away.
Bread.
Well, Trish, I gotta say, you're breaking my heart because you're listing all the things I like, but I encourage folks to look into your study and take these health risks quite seriously. Trish Cotter, thanks for your time today.
He didn't quite like what she was saying there. He thought he was going to have to clean out his kitchen. So let's end the interview. Okay, so that was just a quick reaction to an interesting interview that was sent through to me today by Brooke. Thank you very much, Brooke. And now you know what foods are dangerous for you. Check out what drugs are dangerous for you.